So what could a separating spouse do if they were being excluded from making decisions about the child or parental decisions?
Yeah, sure. So when we're talking, there's lots of decisions that parents make about children, and some of them are just day-to-day decisions about what the child wears, or who they have a play date with, or how their hair's done and so on. But there's other decisions that really impact on the child's life. They're significant life decisions, and we call them major long-term decisions. And they are, and help me with this if I forget some,
of course.
They are schooling, enrollment in the school, religion,
education.
Education.
So you said school, sorry. And health.
Long-term health. Relocation,
relocation
name change.
Yeah.
So they're obviously decisions that most parents would want to weigh in on before the decision's made. So if you're finding that you are potentially going to be excluded from those decisions, or you have been excluded from those decisions, then you should go to court to seek an order for equal shared parental responsibility. That will mean that any providers or schools or healthcare practitioners will not be able to really deal with the decision about your child without your input. So for example, they won't accept one signature on enrolment forms for a school. So really it's important to be proactive with this as well, because if those major long-term decisions are made, and a big one recently has been COVID vaccination. So once that's happened, it's happened. I mean, you can't undo it. So it's really important to be on the front foot and get those orders for equal shared parental responsibilities, so that you can really weigh in when it's timely.
Timely. And I suppose it's rare really to see you can see situations where one parent has the right to make those decisions, or one of those types of decisions solely. But I suppose the only time that you really see those decisions being opted for one parent is where there's a risk factor, or the other parent doesn't have the capacity to be involved in those decisions. So it's not common. I mean, very rarely you'll see one parent relinquish their parental responsibility and enable the other parent to have sole parental responsibility and make all those decisions unilaterally, and that's fine. But yeah, it's really rare, and unless that's the case, then really both parents are meant to be involved in the decision. I suppose if there is a decision that a parent's not sort of making the best interests about the child in relation to, the court might intervene and say, well, that particular decision needs to be made solely by one parent. For example, the vaccination cases, obviously people have varying views about that, but the court has sort of made it pretty clear that a vaccination is in the best interest of a child. So they might leave it up to the parent who's likely to make that decision. So.
That's right. So if parents can't agree on one of those major long-term decisions, then you need to go to court to get the court to decide, and then the court will favour the best interest of the child in making that decision.